Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Hygge box. This is the September box, and if you're not familiar with Hygge, it is, where's my definition here? It is a Danish lifestyle of coziness, happiness, and enjoying life's pleasures. So basically it's a box with little things to just give you some relaxation and inner peace and just take a break from the stresses of the day. It helps you kind of enjoy the quiet moments that you get, however frequent those are. Probably not frequent enough, right? So it is a monthly box. This is the box you normally get. Last month, for the August box, I did a unboxing, and I think I mentioned in there, you know, like, this is the box you normally get, but that actually wasn't. That was a plainer box that just said time to Hygge on it. This is the usual box with the different icons of relaxation shown here. So yeah, and this month feels very light, so we'll have to see what's in there. So when you open it up, you let things fall out, and up here is a description of Hygge, a much more detailed description. This, okay, and I've never seen this before. This is a card that looks like it echoes everything that's written on the box, and it sure does. So, I'm not sure why they did that. Now this is the card I normally see. Let me put this down. And boy, is this a nice one. Every month they have such a pretty design on the card. And I mentioned this last month. I save them. On the back, by the way, is the description of all the items in the box. But every month I save them, and I put them out. And at some point, I'm going to have to make a collage or something. Pick my favorite ones and just make a collage, like under glass or something like that. But it usually reflects the season that you're in. So, you know, there's the squirrel. Now, of course, the squirrel can be reflective of any season, really, but this one is probably preparing for winter and gathering all the nuts that he or she can. So I will tell you, it says the warmest welcome on the back. It says, the wind carries a new whisper, crisp, golden, and familiar, inviting us to draw inward and gather what comforts us the most. Mugs are cupped a little closer, the scent of spice curling gently through the room, a flicker of warmth glowing low beside a favorite chair. Little things become rituals now, making space for rest, letting go of summer, and leaning into the quiet joy of nesting. Even the smallest corners feel more alive, perhaps a tiny squirrel tucked somewhere unexpected, keeping watch as the season turns. This is the gentle shift we've been waiting for. Let it come slowly. Let it feel like home. So they have a very good way, whoever's writing these, they do a very good job of getting you in the mood for the relaxation of the box. And as you can tell, it's playing on the fact that autumn is here, you know, summer is winded down, and it mentioned the quiet joy of nesting. And I said that in my last box. When we get into fall and winter, we tend to be home more, cooking more or baking more. The holidays are here. You have people over, and yeah, and you tend to just, I mean, it's cold out in some parts of the country, like where I'm at. So you tend to just stay home and enjoy. The home becomes more important. So inside here is the tissue. And if we pull that apart, you could see a few items right there. So the first item is tea with, I don't know if it's tea with tay or tea with Thai. I'm assuming it's tea with tay. Um, and I love tea. I drink tea every day. And this one is herbal. It's apple cinnamon. And it says a tasty caffeine-free blend made with real dried apple bits and cinnamon. Makes for a delightful after-dinner treat. And that is when I have it after dinner because it doesn't have caffeine, so that's good. This has 5 sachets in it, which that's good. And yeah, I've had this brand before, but I don't know if I've had apple cinnamon, but obviously it's a perfect flavor for fall. So I will enjoy that. Now the card says, the air is crisp, the afternoon golden, and the kettle begins to hum. This soothing herbal blend of dried apples, cinnamon, and warm spices steeps into a cozy cup meant for wrapping your hands around. Naturally caffeine-free, it's the kind of tea you turn to again and again when the wind rustles the trees or when you simply want to slow down and savor a quiet moment. So that's nice. That's our, and I forgot to mention, this box usually does have an element of something to drink, something to eat, and then an element of light, which can be a candle, it could be miniature string lights, something like that. So here's the something to drink. We started off with that. The next item is a candle, cinnamon pumpkin chai. Now that sounds very appropriate. And this is the Candle Company, which they have included these before in the box. It doesn't say how many ounces, but I would guess that that's probably about a 2.5 or 3 ounce, I think. I don't know. Oh, that smells very good. And I do smell the chai aspect of it, which cuts down on, this is not a sweet candle. You smell everything. Cinnamon, pumpkin, chai, it's very good. This is gonna smell wonderful burning on a chilly fall day. It's just gonna make the whole place smell very warm and inviting. And I love candles. If you've seen any of my videos, I do candle unboxing, so. All right, what is next? Next. Oh, I gotta read about the candle. Light this candle and the room becomes a little warmer, a little softer. With rich notes of clove, nutmeg, cardamom, and pumpkin layered over black tea and vanilla. It's like lighting the memory of your favorite fall day. And that's kind of what I thought. Small enough to tuck beside your favorite chair, yet powerful enough to fill the space with comfort. This handmade candle is autumn, flickering quietly just for you. Aww. And of course, you have to take another look at the squirrel because he's just too adorable. Okay, so the next item is jam, I believe. Let's see, it is jam. Blake Hill Pumpkin Maple. I hope that's focusing okay for you. Limited edition. The ingredients: pumpkin, brown sugar, apple cider, vinegar, Vermont maple syrup, lemon juice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So that's nice. Nothing like, chemicals or things like that. Those are all natural ingredients. Now it's a small jar. It's 1.5 ounces. But yeah, I've not heard of that brand before, and so that's going to be very nice. Pumpkin maple. Yeah, now let's see what it says on the card. It says, small but mighty, and it is small. This seasonal preserve captures the golden taste of fall. Pumpkin, maple syrup, and a hint of cider vinegar blend into a rich velvety butter. Perfect for stirring into oatmeal, spreading on toast, or whisking into warm drinks. However you enjoy it, this little jar is a whisper of autumn's best flavors. Sweet, earthy, and beautifully simple. And it's funny they mentioned the ways to use it, because the first thing I thought of was, because I don't generally have toast. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I just don't. I have oatmeal for breakfast, and
Oh, really?
this would be a stir in for the oatmeal. Now, because I normally make unsweetened oatmeal, but I do put fresh fruit in there, whether it's blueberries, strawberries, and I'll top it with some walnuts. But this is a very good thing to mix in, and it would give it a nice swirl of flavor, and it wouldn't conflict really with. It's not like I buy an already flavored oatmeal. So this is that's very nice. So we've got the something to eat, the something to drink, and the light, which is the candle. Next we have a tote, and isn't that cute? And Danica Studio, it's a tote bag, and that brand is a brand that they often feature, and I'm checking to make sure my mic is on, because it ran out of juice a little while ago and I only charged it a little bit, so I'm like, I hope it gets through this whole video. So that is very cute. Danica, like I said, that's a brand that they feature. It's like a lifestyle, or like a lifestyle or home furnishings brand. I don't know what you'd call that. Now, I don't know if they own it or if they just rely on them frequently, but this is very cute. With the houses, this definitely has the fall color, right? The orange. It's kind of like almost like a burnt orange. It's inside. It's got one of those loops, and then isn't that nice? Inside, there's also I don't know how I'm going to show that. A little pocket. So you could put your store list in there. You could put your phone in there. And the bottom has a pleat, but it does open up nicely. So I don't know how much you're going to see of that. I just noticed a cute detail I didn't see before. Look at how there's clouds here and there interspersed. At first I thought that was smoke coming out of a chimney, but that apparently is clouds. But very cute. And you could tell it's made of that like muslin or cotton. Yeah, that's very nice. 100% cotton, made in India. And your purchase will support education without borders, which I don't think I've heard of that before. So that's very nice. You could take that to the grocery store, I guess you could take it to the beach even. And then look at this. Usually we don't get 2 Danica items, but we got 2 this time. Linen blend dish towels. 60% cotton, 40% linen. It is a set of 2. And how cute, because it absolutely matches. It's the same pattern as the tote bag, but the neat thing about it is you get even more of a story, so to speak, on the other side. And isn't that something? That looks like 3 foxes or wolves. I probably messed that up. I would say foxes, but yeah, that's very cute. With and there's the clouds and the houses with the path. So yeah, you get a set of 2. They feel very nice. They feel like they'll absorb well. And I bet these are the type that once you wash them, they probably get even more thirsty. The sizes are 18 by 28, so that's a good size. But yeah, I love that design. So that's very nice. Now I should read first about the tote. Tuck your essentials inside and take the feeling of home with you. This cozy cotton tote, patterned with rows of cheerful houses, is designed for wandering. through farmers markets, library aisles, or crunchy leaf-strewn paths. With sturdy handles, a structured base, and a thoughtful pocket, it carries both function and charm. Wherever you go, this bag reminds you that comfort is never far behind. Then, for the towels, there's something deeply comforting about a well-loved kitchen, especially when it's dressed in soft seasonal textures. These cotton linen dish towels, illustrated with charming homes and cozy critters, feel like a story hung gently on a hook. Whether you're drying dishes, wrapping warm bread, or simply adding beauty to your space, they bring a scene of nesting to your everyday rituals. So yeah, that's a nice. Oh, and when they said critters, is that the word they use? Hmm. Yeah, cozy critters. I was like, well, are there more than one? But I see now there is more than one. We've got rabbits. Is that a rabbit and a kangaroo? That's a very odd combination, don't you think? Or that's just a huge rabbit. Maybe that's the mother rabbit, because I can't imagine, would a rabbit and a kangaroo even get along? The things I ponder when I open these boxes, right? So, all right. Well, we have one more item, and this is just, look at this. That is so adorable. And this is not a box that, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say this is not a box that generally has like stuffed anything, but when I do think back about some of the boxes, they used to have like you'd get a gnome with maybe a fall motif or something. And I think I have a couple of those gnomes. And at one time, I believe it was this box, I got a gnome candle. That was the element of light for the month. But this squirrel is just squirrel keyring. Obviously, you can tell. But oh my gosh. And I had to check my mic again, make sure it's on. So obviously they're sticking with the squirrel theme quite well. This says, no autumn scene is complete without a little woodland magic. Handmade from soft wool using traditional felting techniques, this bushy-tailed squirrel is ready to scamper into your heart. Whether you received the key ring or hanging decoration, this tiny companion, whether you received the key... Oh, there must have been two different options that you'd get one or the other. It says whether you received the key ring or hanging decoration, this tiny companion is full of character and charm. A fair trade treasure crafted with care, it's a whimsical reminder to gather joy wherever you can. So, yeah, they must have had a hanging decoration or this. That is cute. Now, I doubt I personally probably won't use it as a keychain, but I will definitely have it out. I mean, I can hang it. It's not a hanging decoration, but it can be, because I can hang it from the ring. Or I might tuck it into like a small basket or something I have on the table. But that is just too cute. They really did a good job of curating, and they do. I forgot to mention that I've been a subscriber to them probably for 2 or 3 years now. They're one of the few boxes, they might be the only box actually, that I have stayed consistent with. And I mean, maybe occasionally I've skipped a box, because you can do that. I'm on the monthly plan, so you can go to the website and just skip a month if you don't feel like getting it, or if you have too many things coming in that month. But I usually let this roll in every month, because I just have such a good time opening and discovering these things. And yeah, I mean, after a day at work, it's nice to just kind of let all that stuff melt away. And and open this and, you know, read the description. And I don't know, it just really does give a feeling of relaxation and hygge. And look at me, I can't put this one down. So, what did you think of the box? I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. And if you're new here, by the way, I'm Christopher, and I do unboxing videos. And if you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. That'll help me grow this channel. I'm just starting out. And hopefully you also subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that way every time I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. So yeah, this is an unboxing channel. I did a food haul, a Trader Joe's food haul video, so I'll probably do a few food hauls, but I'm going to focus on subscription boxes. One last thing I should mention, I don't think I mentioned the price. I am on the monthly plan, and that is $60 a month, and that includes shipping, so there's no shipping on top of that. I will have a link below if you're interested to go check the website out. I'm not affiliated with them, so you know, I don't get a commission or anything like that. It's just going to be a link for you to get there. But now they do offer longer plans, like if you want to get on a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month. And the price of the box does go down a little bit the more longer of a term you choose. So at the lowest, if you chose the 12-month plan, it would go down to $56 a box. But like I said, I like the monthly because it gives me the freedom to skip. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I hope you liked the box. I don't really have a favorite. I like everything. I mean, I love this. I love the candle. The preserves will be very good. And of course, we've got the tea, the apple cinnamon tea. I have to put the squirrel down. I can't hold him for everything. And then of course we got the towels. And lastly, we got the tote. So I mean, that's a good amount of items. I feel like the values really is here in this box. 6 items. That's a good deal. And that's surprising because I told you the box felt so light. I just wasn't sure what was going to be in it, but it's a pretty packed box. So, all right. Well, listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, and I hope you like and subscribe and come back again. And I will have another video for you right around the corner. Yay! So I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right. Bye-bye now.